you ever thought, why is Bhagavad Gita so popular? Is it worth reading it? Does it have any practical applications in life? If these thoughts have come to your mind, then this video is for you. To keep things interesting, we are going to give Krishna the role of a management consultant and let him explain to Arjuna how to solve the problems ahead of him. Hello and welcome to my channel. I make interesting videos that are useful for life and career. Click like and subscribe button to get regular updates. Let's dive into today's video. So let's set the scene. It's the Kurukshetra war, and thousands of warriors are lined on both sides of the battlefield ready to fight. Many people, after they have made their decision to do something, just before they begin, they hear an inner voice in the mind that asks them, do you really want to do it? And that's what happens to Arjuna. His inner voice actually turns into a giant monster and controls him. It stops him from acting. He's lost in a panic attack and sits down. If Arjuna was a 21st century CEO, what would he do? How would he come out of his problem? He would hire a consultant. And that's where Krishna comes into the picture. Like all consultants, he first wants to understand what the problem is. Arjuna begins to narrate. Krishna, the people in front of me are my near and dear. They are my cousins, my uncle, and my teacher. How do I fight and kill them? I do not want to do this. My problem is really unique. Please try to understand me. Like a wise management consultant, Krishna listens with all his ears. After listening to everything, he replies, Arjuna, you're right. You are in a real pickle. Your concerns are really genuine. But are you being wise? While Arjuna understands he's not acting wise, he does not know what to do. Every one of us have our own unique problems in life and at work. Are you ready to listen to the solution Krishna offered thousands of years ago? It's not going to be surprising. You have heard it before, but you probably don't recollect it. So Krishna offers two solutions. The first one is do your duty without expecting results. This may look like a cliche, but allow me to explain. If you have to take a scientific approach to this, what really happens is when you think about the results, your thinking process moves from your subconscious mind to your prefrontal cortex. That means you have to consciously think about every step you're going to take. All your experience, everything in your muscle memory is all lost. Imagine if you had to play cricket as if you have to learn it for the very first time. Imagine how difficult it's going to be. Most of these things are in your subconscious. And that's where the first step comes in very handy. Tip number 2 is accept reality. What does it mean? Whatever happened, happened for good. Whatever is happening for good. Whatever is about to happen will also happen for good. The idea here is you cannot control the past, the present, or future. The world is not functioning for you. You're just part of the world. If I have to give you a modern example, this is something very similar to what the ancient one told Doctor Strange in the very first of Doctor Strange movies. She says, Stephen Strange, you have to accept everything is not about you. Arjuna, while he understood the two core principles, don't think too much and take action, he was still struggling to execute it. This is where Krishna comes up with his handy management consultant tool. He decides to do a root cause analysis. He explains to Arjuna what the real underlying problem is. And the root cause turned out to be Arjuna's mind. Yes, our minds are the root cause of most of our problems. Krishna says, you build your own imaginary prisons in your mind and you're not able to come out of it. What does that mean? It means we set our own rules. We set our own conditions. We decide something and we are not able to come out of it. Krishna concludes, Arjuna, if you can break those mental barriers, if you can convince yourself that you made up all those rules, they're not real, then you can easily come out of them and win this battle. As expected, Arjuna still continues to struggle. He knows what to do. He has to act, not think too much. But he's not able to execute because he has built his own mental barriers. Now he asks Krishna, can you give me just one more tip? And then Krishna comes up with this great hack. Krishna says, you are very rigid. All your life, you have been taught to follow rules. All your life, you have been taught to be very strong. All your life, you have been taught to cling on to your beliefs and follow them. You should learn to be flexible. In many situations, we are not able to come out of our own emotional rules because we are so rigid. We have all heard of stories where Trees do not withstand a storm, but grass do. If we learn to be flexible like grass, we'll probably able to withstand a lot of challenges in our life. And that was Krishna's last tip. So that's it, folks. I'll summarize in less than 30 seconds. 1. Ask yourself if you're acting wise. 2. Just do it. Don't think too much about the results. 3. Everything is not about you. 4. Know your own emotional barriers are the ones that are stopping you. 5. Learn to be flexible. That's the way to withstand storms. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I'd love to hear your comments and feedbacks. See you next week.